Hi folks, welcome to another Qashqai video. Well, we've got another fault. I say another fault, this car's been pretty reliable, to be honest. If you've seen my other video, the main other thing we had was an issue with the exhaust pressure sensor, I think it was. But yeah, this is going to be a video that explains if you have a fault with your parking sensor system. Now, I'm going to try and recreate the fault I've got because it is a little bit intermittent if I'm honest. But in a nutshell, after a lot of fault finding and working out, the rear parking sensors aren't working properly. So I've got the engine not running, it's just ignition on, so I can use the sensors. Obviously this would be your normal display when you're in reverse. So we've got the reverse camera here and then the 360 here. Now the issue I'm having, I'm going to try and recreate it, is if I'm reversing towards an obstacle and the sensors start sounding, excuse me, I'll get a message on the dash that will say parking sensor fault, and I will get a blacked out image in the middle of the car with a line through the parking sensor logo, which is like a cone. That's the logo you're looking for. I'm going to try and see if I can recreate it by getting out the car and sort of pretending I'm an obstacle, walking backwards and forwards towards it, and hopefully you'll see what I mean. So we can see here is the logo I'm on about. We've got the orange bits around the edge of the car, and the parking sensors logo is greyed out with a orange cross over it. I've managed to get to do this by putting a bag for life behind the car, so that's what I was trying to pick up. You'll see how intermittent it is. So if I go back out of reverse, back into reverse, still not working. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Now, first thing to try out to find out if your fault matches the fault I've got is to go into your heads-up display settings. So settings, down to onto driver assistance, down to parking aids. Now turn off your rear sensors. So leaving the front sensors on, rear sensors are off. Okay, I'll do that, and then go back into the system, put it in reverse again, and you can see the fault logo is now gone. So that is telling me it is the rear sensors that I have a fault with. So again, this is completely unedited. We'll go back out of reverse, back into settings, parking aids, put the rear sensors back on, leave that there. Over here, put it in reverse. Oh, we got an intermittent beep, and then it failed. I didn't manage to catch the what it said on the dash then. I'll hopefully get that in another part of this video and edit it in here. There we go, you might see it in a sec. There we go, parking sensor fault, and it's flashed off. So it's very intermittent. They're working and they're not working. Now I'll edit in here. One thing I've noticed is that the parking sensor sounder, the beeper, is a little bit off. Just have a listen. So you can see that it's possibly going to be something to do with that. And to be more specific, it is this part here. I'll put the actual part number in the description below. This is off a Renault or Nissan. Actually, it's a Renault part. You can see it says there Renault, but on the bracket it says Nissan. So I'm hoping the bracket that they've nicely sent with it will fit straight onto mine. If not, you can see there's a couple of screws there. Sorry about the focus. So this is the sounder. It is, believe it or not, it's that causes this fault. But before we go on, I'm going to give you a few other things to try if you haven't got the same sort of problems I've got when you've turned off your rear sensors. Just some things for you to try. So first of all, on the outside of the car, check the sensors. So you've got 4 on the front, 4 on the rear. You've got 1 on each side. This is on the front wing. So you've got 6 on the front. 1, 2 on the front there. Plus got 1 in the grille, 1 in the grille. One on the side, Just check they're not dirty or damaged in any way, looking for any little nicks in them or anything like that. This should be pretty smooth and fine. Same on the rear, I think there's 4 on the rear. You've got 1 just there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 on the corner again. Check that they're not damaged at all. If they are damaged, it could actually be your parking sensors that are the issue. But next on, we'll go to find the location of this parking sensor buzzer. Okay, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to access that buzzer, the little sounder. A few things you need to get out of the way first. So first thing you need to do, get your parcel shelf out of the way, because that'll make it a lot easier, give you more space. Next up, you need to go around to the passenger side back door and just pull at the weather strip, just pull it away to give yourself some room. And then next up, you need to get the seat down just so you've got access to this plastic panel just here. That's out of the way as well. Right, once you've done that, you need to just pull at these bits and they should pop out, he says, hopefully. They're held in with those little plastic clips. You can see here there's a metal clip holding it onto the bodywork, so you're just going to have to clear that bodywork so you don't pull it too much out of the way. Same again further down, another metal clip. Just lift it up and out of the way, and then give this piece here, you can see it separated, a pull. That gives you a bit of jimmy room here, and then get around to the back of the car. Back here we need to remove this part of this rubber seal as well. So again, just give it a pull, just do it lightly, otherwise you may rip it. So you need to pull it off all the way down to the base where the carpet meets the plastic, and up here where the white roof trim starts. Once you've got that out, you need to get this plastic trim out here. Again, it's just by pulling. If you look down this gap, you can see where the clips are that hold it in place. Don't worry too much if these break, they do get brittle over time. You can replace them, you can get replacement parts from Halfords as well as online really cheap. So just give this a little pull again, just take your time with it, little pulls, there we go, and it comes out. One there, you can see the next one we need to get out is down there, another pull, and then finally there's one at the top up here. It's quite hard one-handed with the phone in the other, but if you just give it little pulls, eventually you'll feel it sort of popping away. Once that's out, you can see it's starting to come away under here as well, and there's another join up at the top that goes right to that window. What we want is this lower bit out of the way, so because we've moved that out of the way, this bit here should pull. Oops, push that back in now, let's go around to that side. So yeah, that out of the way. There's another clip in there I can just see straight down there. Get that and pull. Oh, it's quite hard one-handed. A bit more of this weather strip out of the way so I've got more room. Now we may be alright here, because the part we need, if you can just see it, here we go, is this here. There is, just focus it, there is that speaker. You can see there's two screws holding it in. You can pull it out and obviously you're going to break the screws. I'd like to do this as a pretty neat job, so that's why I'm taking this trim off here. So I'm just going to edit the video, just pause it while I get this trim out. Okay, so we've got that piece of trim out. I'm going to show you the points just so you know for reference where you need to be pulling, because it was actually these ones up here that I was struggling on. There's these two more hardy clips, the metal ones, one there, one there. Those go above the 3/4 window, one up there, and the one just up here. Just there's a hole up there. Now once that's out, you can see you've got really good access to this parking speaker, whatever you want to call it. So the next thing is to get that removed. Now I'm going to get in the boot here because that'll give me the best access. Looking at it, it's held on with what appears to be some trim clips actually, which is quite surprising. I was expecting screws. So what I'm going to do is get a flathead screwdriver. I might actually pull out, let's have a go. Can we disconnect the plug first? There we go. So the plug's out, you just put your nail, push down the little clip there, out it comes, and then the speaker. Yeah, it looks to me like it's going to be a case of giving it a pull. There's no other access to behind it to do it neatly. So That's going to get a pull. Oh, it does actually snap. Gosh, these aren't made very well, are they? I'm not surprised it's Renault. Wobble. Oh, that one came out right, so you can see, yeah, they're plastic clips. But again, like you can see, it's a Renault part. So this will be exactly the same part you'll find on your Renault Meganes, Scenics, blah blah blah, all that lot. I'm going to see if I can keep these two, if I can get that one out. So I'll just do a jump cut while I try and remove those. So there we go, we've got it removed. We did lose one of the lugs here, but I actually managed to save the two pins that hold it in place, which is quite great. So obviously this bracket that it came with is not needed. I think it did actually come out of a Renault Scenic, so that's probably a part that holds in a Scenic, even though it says Nissan on the back. A bit strange, but anyway, so I don't need that now. There's our replacement. You can see they're the same, so if we just check the numbers on the back, again I'll put this number in the description, so don't worry. The number you're looking for is that 256506024R. 256506024R. So there we go, made by Valeo. This has come from Lithuania apparently, so like I say, yours might differ. This cost me £18 in total, that's shipped as well. I believe the part brand new from Nissan is around £25, and I doubt that comes with a bracket. You'll probably literally just get that. So now we're just going to get it reattached, get the lugs back in it and put the wire back in, and we'll test it. So there we go, it's fitted back in, plugged back in. Those lugs went in really nicely, so it's absolutely the same as it was before, but hopefully working now. So let's give it a test. So I'll do what I did before and put a bag of parking sensors. Should do. Let's bus go by. Okay, so back in the car. Oh, it's been snowing, can you tell? Let's go reverse. Again, we'll just put the ignition on, we won't start it. Did I turn the sensor back on? I can't remember. Driver assistance, parking aids, yeah I did do. So let's see. Sounds good to me. So we'll leave it like that and we'll go and have a play. That's a lot louder actually. Well, I suppose it's louder because the trim cover's off silly me. So sorry for the noise, but you should be able to hear that's much better. I'll use my foot or me. So you can tell that sounds a lot better. There we go, so now we'll just get all the trim back on and it's good to go. Okay, and we're done. So the car's all back together. Just some key points to give you when you are putting it all back. Make sure all of your lugs do go in the same holes that they came out of. You may have to give them a bang or just a shove just to get in the right place. The other key thing that you need to make sure is that you put your weather strips back on correctly. Obviously if you don't, you're going to have leaks in the boot. Key place to look is here along the outside. This piece of rubber needs to be tucked into the metal, otherwise you could end up with some leaks. As for the back door side, so that's done. Again, make sure your weather strips are back on properly. As I put them in, I'll just tap them like that as I'm doing it. And also make sure that your trim piece here works. Finally, I found it a lot easier by removing this light. It just pushes out from the other side, unplugs. It makes this a lot more easy to manoeuvre. And that's it. So any questions, just ask. Feel free to subscribe. I have nearly 1,000 subs now, which is amazing. So I shall catch you in the next video. Thank you. Just to finish this video off, guys, it's amazing that a whopping 98.5% of you aren't actually subscribed to me, so you could potentially be missing out on my next Qashqai video, which might help you with a fault, or you might find out something new. So please do subscribe. I really appreciate it. Like I say, we're rapidly heading towards 1,000 subs now, so if we can get there, I might even do a cheeky giveaway or something like that. Thanks a lot, guys, and see you in the next video.